You've got that sense of space. So we want to reflect that in the resort as well. We're going to be working very closely with our owners to ensure that the project is materialises on time and on track, and certainly within a budget that is sustainable for this market and the price point in this market. Yeah, I think in general we're very excited about the project. It's going to be a nice new addition to the market, and yeah, we're looking forward to.
What's the timeline for that property?
It's expected to open in 2020.
2020.
So, yeah, so, if anyone's on the site visit today, you'll drive past the DoubleTree, and then just after the DoubleTree, you'll see the site there. So you can see there's works going on at the moment. Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Okay. And Martin, your property, I think it's due to open in February, if that's correct.
Villa-driven product. What we're doing there is to make sure that looking at the tourists coming into Ras Al Khaimah, what we're trying to do is also offering a different experience within the experience. So you have the beachfront in terms of the bigger villas. Then you have a bit of a setback in terms of the rows of the villa, so a bit more private pool in terms of the guests spending time in terms of having that massive space inside the villas. So the total number of keys is 124.
Oh, okay.
So it's a bit of a mid-sized development. Great location. We have to give a bit of a thank you to a RAK property that allows us sort of the flexibility of coming into their master development and sort of driving through a bit of a hospitality product inside their master development.
So, sorry, what's the location?
Mina Al Arab.
Right, okay.
So neighboring to the upcoming Anantara resort.
Right.
We're looking at February. I think it's doable, but without any pebbles in the shoes. I think we're up for the timeline that is set out both between us and to RAK properties.
Okay. So both operators are opening for the first time in Ras Al Khaimah, which is really interesting.
So certainly the leisure sector is an area that there is potential for growth, which is one of the reasons that we're here. But I think longer term as well, when you look at the economic sectors in the Emirate, it's not only tourism, there's education, health, construction, manufacturing. So we also see the potential for a kind of city corporate focused hotel or even hotel apartments as well. So yeah, I don't think we only look at Ras Al Khaimah as a destination for leisure. I think in the mid to long term we could also consider a city corporate focused hotel.
Yeah, okay, excellent. Filippo, are you able just to give us a kind of overview of some of the big success stories in the hospitality sector of Ras Al Khaimah in recent years?
I think it's very important when people ask me why Ras Al Khaimah is compared to other Emirates. You know, if you take Dubai away for a second and we focus on the rest, Dubai is a league on its own. But the success of Ras Al Khaimah, the fundamental of the success of Ras Al Khaimah lies on three principal things. Number one is effective stakeholder management. Number two is effective branding. Number three is clear and substantiated return on investment. Somebody, predecessor of Aitham, I know Aitham don't like this, and in general Ras Al Khaimah don't like this. Somebody came up with a punchline called affordable luxury. Whether it was intentional or whether it was just out of pure marketing, it did work. Because what he did, he gave what Ras Al Khaimah stands for. Come here, you get the best hotels you can find at a reasonable price. And that worked as an initial positioning. If I ask you, for example, how do I compare it when it's been effective? Put a label on Abu Dhabi and tell me what Abu Dhabi stands for. I think it will be a huge debate. Dubai is entertainment capital and the retail shopping of the globe. Or the place where records are broken. You know, the tallest building, the largest man-made island, highest number of passengers, you name it, huge track record. Maybe utilities is an area that they need improvement, energy cost and so forth, but that's a different story. So what does it mean? It means that $1 in here gives you more return on a like-for-like to another Emirates. Hence the reason the IRR is very positive. Last but not least, and I go straight to answer your questions, you know, what the success. This is the biggest success because it takes a lot of effort to get to this point. We're due to publish a paper, which will going to be a quarterly paper. It's the first of this kind in this region, or the likely net initial yield you get from properties, from hospitality properties, 4 and 5 star. And without disclosing the result, and you will read yourself, we have 29 markets. Ras Al Khaimah, 4 and 5 star hotel, as of Q3 2016, delivered the same yield of properties in Dubai and any other the prime markets across. Not on a value, not same amount, return. So if it's 10%, it's 10% here, 10% there. It's not the exact amount, but exactly that. So what does it mean? 10% is 10% of an amount. So if you put $1 billion, you get 100 million. If you put 10 million, you get 1 million. What matters is what you get for your money. And Ras Al Khaimah, not surprisingly, I'm not surprised because I've been doing lots of work in Ras Al Khaimah. It is a safe place to get a reasonable return on investment. And when you will see the number, you will understand it is a reasonable, it's not an inflated, it's not a cooked number. So, and it is a place that ask yourself a question, where do I get this money anywhere else in the world, apart from emerging markets? Very important. What's a success story? Success story is that 10 years ago, before they put the world of Astoria, you would have asked the big brands, any of the big brands, and I'm sorry, I've got two very fantastic operators in here, like Ritz-Carlton or people like that. Can you come to Ras Al Khaimah? They wouldn't say no because they don't want to offend people, but we'll think, today they're asking if they can come to Ras Al Khaimah. This is the biggest success story. Ras Al Khaimah today, it is considered a destination to have an important flag, the like of Ritz-Carlton, the like of Movenpick, and the like of Jannah, because it is a place where people make money. As simple as that, without kidding ourselves.
Okay. Does anyone in the audience have any comments on this? No? During the panel, please feel free to put your hand up and ask questions and get involved in the discussion. Martin and Amir, would you like to say anything on Filippo's comments?
Besides that, I will go to the ATM and withdraw my cash and give it to Filippo. No, but it's, I agree to what he's saying. I mean, in the eyes of the consumer, I think RAK has been very clear in terms of the direction that they would like to go and how they would like to establish itself in terms of the tourism market. And they have great attributes. I mean, it's rich in history. It has a clear differentiation between what Abu Dhabi and Dubai is offering. And I think there is the great opportunity lies of offering a different type of experience when they come and experience Ras Al Khaimah. And I mean, I had an aunt that came into the region 2 weeks ago, and she sent me a Facebook message that says, I'm going to Ras Al Khaimah. I said, how did you hear about it? And it was, oh, it's all over the travel agents, it's all over the agencies back home, and she's from Sweden. I said, well, you don't want to come to Dubai or Abu Dhabi? No, we want to go and relax. Ras Al Khaimah is fantastic. It has what we want. We want some sightseeing. We want to go and experience, do some activities, and then kick back and relax. And I think they've done a fantastic job of identifying that sort of type of experience that differentiate them from the other Emirates.
Okay. RevPAR is forecasted to grow by 4% in the Emirate over the next 3 months. And I would just like to ask, do you think this is sustainable? I mean, over the next couple of years alone, we're forecasting an extra 20% of supply to come onto the market. So as new supply comes on, is this strong performance sustainable?
I'm not going to comment on what other firms like mine publish. I'll ask the question, if I come to you and I tell you that your business is going to go 13%, in the next 3 months, and we all know the situation, I think you're going to tell me, Filippo, go and play cricket. And so I'll leave it to your interpretation about that. What I can say is that the amount of supply coming to the market in Ras Al Khaimah has been absorbed by the market because it's coming in chunks. So coming a bit, have been absorbed. So, and allow the wider Emirate to grow in all the aspects. and it get absorbed. In the future, there will be we need to think a bit more strategically, but they're already doing it, they already plan it, they already have a vision. Karen, in charge of strategy for Ras Al Khaimah Tourism Authority, fantastic lady, you know, she's really thinking ahead, and this is what is good about Ras Al Khaimah. They're thinking ahead on the same level that Dubai did in the early 90s and 2000. You know, they think in the next 20 years, they don't think about tomorrow.